Okay, the next thing we need to do is we need to update. So we made our purchase requisition or our purchase orders. We ordered the materials from our suppliers and it all came in. And it all came in on the 9th. And so now what we have to do is update our inventory or our raw materials records. We need to update our inventory with what we actually received. And so that's pretty straightforward, right? We just go in there to our raw material sheet and we put in the date of the 9th, right? And we received here, we received 15 yards of fabric at a cost of $6. And technically you should go and pick up this cost from your purchase order, but I'm just want to get this done a little bit more quickly so that I don't bore you to tears. All right, there we go. So that's $90 there, right? So we purchased, or we received this on the 9th. It came into inventory. We've got 15 yards at $6 a yard, and for a total value of that shipment of $90 for that particular item, the floral fabric. And so now what we do is we have to have a running balance. So we add the new amount to the old running balance. So that gives us a running balance of 21 yards. And our cost was the same this time. Our cost was $6. And that means that the total value of what we've got sitting in inventory right now is the 36 plus the 90. And you do this over and over again for each of these items, right? So we have down here our black and white check. Again, we received this on the 9th of October. We received 25 yards of it, and our unit cost this time was $7. Now, this becomes important when we value the inventory after we use it. So what we want to do at this point is I'm going to leave that cost column empty here. Well, no, I'm not. I'll put 7 in the cost column here. And now we have 8 units already in stock. We're going to add our 25 units to it. Right, and that means that the total value is going to be, actually I need to multiply this out over here. Total value now is going to be the 64 that we had before, which was at $8 a yard, plus the 175 for the new yardage at $7 a yard. So our total value here is $239. Okay, and I'm not going to go through this in excruciating detail for the rest of them. I'm going to shut the video off for a minute, fill in the rest of this sheet, and come back, because I'm starting to feel like this stuff is getting pretty repetitive when I'm doing it for you. Okay, so I've filled out all of the changes in the raw materials, and now, so that was requirement 10. And now what we have to do is update our raw material inventory balance sheet in requirement 11. So what we have to do is take the values of all of these items in our ending column. So our total value in raw materials inventory, this is requirement 11, total value of raw materials inventory on 10/9, right? So this is very straightforward, and I will highlight it so you can see what I'm doing, make it bold. So all we do here is we just add up these total balances for each of these items. So it's 126 plus 239 plus 189 plus 140 plus 2250 plus 88 even. So that gives us a total raw materials inventory of $804.50 on October 9th. Okay, so here we are, people. We need to, now it's time to do the job, right? Today is the 10th. This is job number 114. And we need to ask, it's probably the 9th actually, we need to ask our warehouse to provide us with this fabric and whatnot. And the thing is, right, you need these pieces of paper, these order sheets, in order for the warehouse not only to give you what you need, but also for them to take that back then and provide it to the accounting records to know how much the value of what you needed was. So let's go back to our, let's see which one, our bill of materials, I guess. And it tells us how much fabric we need for this job, right? So these are all right here. 20 yards of black and white, 30 yards of check, etc. Okay, back over now to the requisition sheet. Okay, so we need, we're going to hit an equal sign and we're going to flip over to our bill of materials. Get that. Okay, we need 20 yards of our floral, and our unit costs there was, let's see, wrong one. Floral was $6. Okay, now this is important. Okay, we are told that we use first in, first out. Okay, this is requirement 13. Okay, so well, this is a combination of requirements 12 and 13 that we're doing here. So we are going to take, and from our requisition, from our storehouse, we're going to take the oldest stuff first at that cost. Right, so here's our raw materials records. So we know that we need 30 yards total of our black and white check. Go to the raw materials record here, and we know that that black and white check, right, the old stuff, there were 8 units in stock that we paid $8 a piece for, and then we got 25 more that we only paid $7 a piece for, right? So first we're going to take all of those $8 because we need, crap, I can't remember. We need 30 yards in total, right? So we're going to take the old stuff first, which was more expensive, and then we're going to fill up our order with the new stuff. So we are going to take, right, 8 yards of that $8 an hour material, and then we are going to take 22 yards of the $7 a yard material. Okay, and then the black trim, and again, you should be doing this by using cell references. I'm going to fill in the numbers for you just so that you don't have to watch me go back and forth between sheets, but you guys should be using cell references. We're going to need 40 yards of the black fringe trim at $3 a yard. We are going to need 70 yards of the strapping at $2 a yard. We're going to need 10 yards of plastic canvas at 90 cents per yard. And we are going to need 20 yards of interfacing at $4 a yard. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you another cool thing that Excel does. All right, rather than filling out this total cost column right now, I'll do it for you later, but if you ever find yourself in a situation where you have to go this times that plus that times that plus that times that over and over again, you can use a function called sum product that'll kind of do that all for you. It'll multiply one array by another array. So that gives us $687 as our total cost, and now I will show you, I'll verify that that actually is correct. So kind of hold that 687 in your mind. So let's do the total cost here is 20 times 6. We can copy that formula down. Come on. And then if we just hit the sum here, it'll return 687, but less directly. So there it is, $687.